Friday Fun Day. We've got a great workout for you today. We're going to get a little bit of strength in as well as our WOD. For the warm-up, we're going to go 45 seconds on, 15-second transition. You're going to start with cardio, so that could be a row, ski, or bike, jump rope, or jumping jacks. Next, we're going to go plate, or if you have a dumbbell or kettlebell, you can use that. Squat to overhead press. So with the plate, what you're going to do is hold like so, feet are in your squat stance. You're going to squat down and then press out overhead. Make sure to tuck that head so you don't hit it on the plate, and then lock out so the ears are covered by the biceps. Next we're going to do is a plate, or again you can use a dumbbell or kettlebell, Bentover Row to halo to tricep extension. So what that means is I'm going to get in my hinge position, I'm going to row up to my chest. From here I'll stand, I'll halo around and then back the other way. I'll add in a tricep extension, and I'll come back down. I'll perform my next row, stand, halo, and as I come back, I will extend out overhead, and then back down. So just keep repeating that flow for the 45 seconds. Next we're going to do is a side facing burpee. So you can use your plate or your dumbbell or kettlebell. You can jump onto the plate and then step over, or you can just jump straight over the plate. Whatever piece of equipment you have, just make sure that your feet are lined up with it, because that'll make the jump easier to go over. So I'm going to come back, chest and thighs are going to touch, I'll jump up and then over. Okay, so that would be one, and then I would do it again and just keep going for the 45 seconds. Next we're going to go weighted PVC thrusters. So for these, we'll have our PVC pipe with us. Hands are going to be just outside of the hips. You don't need to hook grip on this, just a regular grip is fine. From here, I'll make sure to clean it up into my front rack. Feet are going to be in my squat stance. I'll squat and then press as I extend my legs here. If you're at home and don't have access to a barbell, you can use a dumbbell. So what we're going to do is just a single right arm or left arm dumbbell or kettlebell thruster. So again, I'm going to hike it up to the shoulder, and then I'll squat and press. I like to use my other arm as just to kind of help balance, so that's why I extend it out overhead. Next what we're going to do is a PVC Sumo Deadlift high pull. So on the Sumo Deadlift high pull, our hands are going to be in between our feet. So the feet are out nice and wide. I take about a thumb width distance grip between my hands. Shoulders are pulled down and back. Butt goes back, so I'm just below the knees to start. I'll extend up and then pull just to about my clavicles. I'll come back down, push the butt back, so notice my shins are vertical. From here I'll extend and then pull nice and high. If you're working at home, what you can do to warm up for this movement, you can just hold one dumbbell between the legs and then extend like that. Or if your hands are small enough to get in between the two dumbbell heads, you can do this. And then next we'll go empty barbell thruster, or we'll go to the other arm for our single arm dumbbell or kettlebell thruster. We'll go empty barbell Sumo Deadlift high pull, or we'll use two dumbbells or kettlebells for our Sumo Deadlift high pull. So both weights will be between the feet. Again, make sure those shins are vertical so your butt's back. I'm going to deadlift and then extend up. So I'll come down and then extend up. We'll take about 2 minutes to set up for the next part. If you're in class, half of you are going to be starting on the strength, half of you are going to be doing the WOD. So on the strength, we have 13-minute time cap on this. I want 4 to 6 sets of 4 to 6 reps of thrusters. After the first set, you're going to do 5 to 10 false grip ring rows. If you don't have access to rings, you can do dumbbell or kettlebell bent over rows. On the second set, we're looking for 5 to 10 strict ring dips or box dips, or you can use a single dumbbell or kettlebell for overhead tricep extensions. And then the 3rd through 6th sets, if you have that many sets, 5 to 10 ring muscle ups or transitions, or you can just stay with the rows and dips. So with the thruster, if you don't have a lot of weight at home, What you can do is always add in a tempo. So what that means is I might take 3 seconds to lower, maybe I'll hang on the bottom for 3 seconds, and then extend out overhead. I could also add in a tempo lowering the weight back down to my shoulders, and then repeat. I can also perform single-sided. Okay, so what that's going to do is challenge the other side of my core to stay nice and strong. Since I have weight on one side trying to pull me down, I have to use this side to make sure that I stay upright. For our overhead tricep extension, you just need one weight. You're going to hold it by the head here and then just extend overhead. You could hold it also with one head in each hand and then extend that way. Either way is fine. For the false grips, if you have access to a ring at home, what you're going to do, so this would be a normal grip for a ring row. For a false grip, what you're actually going to do is get those knuckles through and have the top of your hand pointing up to the ceiling. Whereas in our normal grip, my hand is neutral, the back of my hand is just pointing to the side. Okay, so this is, again, just a regular ring row grip. This right here is my false grip. Okay, and I also just kind of usually think about when I have my other ring, I'm kind of just hitting my hand, my knuckles together like this, so I know I'm in the right position. After you finish the 4 to 6 sets in the 13-minute time cap, we'll have 2 minutes to transition, and we'll go into our WOD, which is going to be a 13-minute AMRAP. You're going to do 7 unbroken Sumo Deadlift high pulls. If you're using a barbell, 95 pounds for the guys, 63 pounds for the ladies. Or we'll use those double dumbbells or kettlebells for the Sumo Deadlift high pulls, 45s and 30s. After that, you're going to go 200 meters on the rower or skier, 0.4K on the bike, or a minute of jump rope or a minute of jumping jacks. So whatever you have access to, but basically about a minute of cardio. And then 10 of those side-facing burpees. So just make sure that you have the chest and thighs touch, and then you're going to jump over the equipment that you have. Okay, the burpee only counts once you've jumped over it. Okay, so 7, and then 200, and then 10. As many rounds and reps as possible of that in the 13 minutes. Be sure to note your score in the comments below, as well as in Zen Planner, and any modifications you made to the workout. Afterwards, for our daily mobility, we're just going to do some standing stretches, a minute each. So the first one is going to be a quad stretch. I'm just going to grab below the ankle and then pull my heel towards my butt, so I'm stretching out the front of my leg here. I'll switch to the other leg after a minute. My next one is going to be a standing hamstring and calf stretch. So I've just extended one leg out in front of the other. I'm pulling the toes towards my shins, so I'm feeling a stretch here and back here. After a minute, I'll switch to the other side. And then lastly is going to be our overhead tricep stretch, where I'm pulling my elbow up towards my ear, keeping it nice and close to my head. After 30 seconds, I'll switch to the other side. So that's our 5 minutes of mobility there. If you have any questions about any of the movements or how to modify anything or make it more challenging, if you have limited access to equipment, please let us know. As always, move well, good luck, and have fun.